Hello and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. Bitcoin has not really done much today, therefore the overall analysis and updates, they have not changed at all. I have added, however, a little bit of not a little bit, some small microstructures here to the chart. Up there, okay, we will talk about them. I'm going to zoom in. Overall, I see the move up still as a potential breakout pattern to the upside. Yeah, and let's call it an upside reversal pattern that's still in the making. Especially with the initial 5-wave advance that happened between the 5th of June and the 7th of June. That's an Elliott Wave pattern that tells us that the trend is likely up. Okay. We had 5 waves up, and then we can say that in the yellow scenario, which is the more directly aggressive bullish scenario, we can say that this was an ABC structure in a wave 2. That is super speculative because this wave 2, which is a corrective pullback, should normally go a little deeper. It doesn't have to, but it should normally do that. Obviously, we're talking about probabilities here, and I have to always go with the most probable pathway. But it is what it is. In the absence of any other highly likely scenarios, we can see this as the wave 2 in one scenario, and therefore could watch for higher prices in a third wave, which again then should lead to further upside. If this is a 1-2 setup, then this could be also a 1-2 setup, smaller degree, from where we go higher eventually. I haven't labeled all the 5 waves in circle wave 3, but essentially if this plays out as in yellow, the market might extend quite quickly to 130k plus. Overall, there is no change to the scenario based on today's price action, but I have added obviously this yellow microstructure, which gives us further detail about how yellow circle wave 3 could be unfolding. A little bit more structure, a little bit more data, a little bit more clarity. And then there is the upper support area and the lower support area. As long as we're holding the upper support area, we might even see one more high first before we start a deeper pullback. That also takes us to the white scenario, in which the move up from the 5th of June was a 5-wave move, yes, but not yellow wave 1, instead wave A in white. The pullback was wave B. Yeah, and we're now moving higher in wave C, and we might get one more high in that move up. Yeah. The thing is, though, if we break below these support levels here, which we'll talk about, I'm going to zoom in, then the focus will shift to the red line at around 105,380. And below that level, we have a top signal. I mean, a break below that level is a top signal, which means that the yellow count, the 1-2, 1-2 setup, will be formally invalidated because wave 1 of circle wave 3 must not break below the beginning of wave 1 of circle wave 3. And that is this 105,380 level. So that's the invalidation point for the yellow scenario. At the same time, it would be a confirmation that we have formed the price top in our B wave. What does it mean? I explained that in the first video today, and we'll do that tomorrow as well when we cover the daily chart again, okay? But you should know about it. After wave B comes wave C. But that will only be confirmed with a break below that red line at 105,380. Let us zoom in a little bit. What are these Fibonacci support levels? So we have upper support here between 107,970 and 109,350. I can actually remove the upper support area. Important is that the idea of one more high, just directly here, as shown in white, stays basically alive as long as we're holding that 50% fib level. But I haven't got any evidence that the wave 4 already bottomed. So that's why I posted earlier today. I'm not convinced it has. And we might be working on this wider wave 2 already in yellow. At least as long as we stay below the 110,350 level. It looks a little bit more like that at the moment, like the yellow count. and we have a micro 1-2 setup to the downside as part of the C wave of wave 2. In this case, if this really plays out, then over the next few hours, sessions, we should see the market move towards the $108, not $108, $108,111 to $106,742 range. This would be an ideal target range for wave C of 2. Any break below the zone would increase likelihood that we will invalidate this yellow count. And I already highlighted what the invalidation level is. So it means in the very short term, especially as long as we stay below this B wave high in yellow, the pressure seems downward in the very short term. Looks to me like an ABC structure. But it would actually be, if it really plays out like that, quite a bullish scenario. That's the update on Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.